you cow!
What's up, What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kpop Afterbirth, the fastest growing K-pop podcast in the world. I am Big Will.
In the world. I'm Big Paul.
And we are your hosts. And in this next hour or so you spend with us riding in your car or touching yourself or whatever it is you do,
I hope they're touching themselves.
we're going to be talking about current events in K-pop, past events in K-pop, probably a bunch of random bullshit in the middle. And
I was going to say there's probably going to be more bullshit in this one
we'll
than
see.
anything because
we'll see.
We have nothing planned.
Last time, I have lots of things planned. Don't you put
Lies.
Don't you put those lies on me, Ricky Bobby.
You have nothing planned. The only thing that you just planned was the Wendy thing.
Well, they praised you in the last podcast for actually sticking on topic for more than less, like they did in the second.
No joke, man. Like, for real, ADD's a motherfucker. it's so hard for me to stay on task.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
Oh.
Plus, when you start ranting and tangenting with somebody you've known for years,
I'm saying, man, all I want to do is bullshit with you because, like, you figure this is the only time that we and you really get to hang out.
Pretty much.
Is when we do this shit. And so, yeah, I bullshit. It's what we do.
I just busted my shit.
You did.
Hardcore. We were making videos. We were finishing up the videos for
God.
December for the request for patrons. If you want to be a patron, patreon.com/Kpop for life. Shameless plug in the comments or in the description box below. But we got up. What did we just watch? We watched. We did the Red Velvet reaction, right?
Red Velvet
reaction.
Psycho,
which
yeah.
You'll see that reaction pop up soon. We'll try to talk about it a little bit too. But
I'm just going to forewarn you.
I walked over there behind him about 5 feet, slipped on something. It was something.
Busted your shit.
Busted my shit. I'm 6'8", 300 pounds. My feet went out from under me like a cartoon. I landed on top of my bag that has my green screen lights and all the light bulbs and everything, like special light bulbs. Shattered every damn one of them.
I legit heard that whoop sound in my head when you fell.
Yep. And
just like a cartoon. Whoop.
And then I start dying laughing. I look up, he's laughing, and then I look up. I roll back, start laughing again, and I look up again, and his fat ass is like a beached whale on the floor, laughing so hard again.
I was like, you know how like people put the acronym, you know, the ROF, whatever. I was legitimately rolling on the ground, laughing my fucking ass off. Man, that was the funniest shit.
I wish the camera had been on.
I haven't seen something that fucking funny in so long. Oh my God.
It was great. But we just did the reaction. We just watched, like 2 days late, we watched the Red Velvet's new Psycho reaction. And, I mean, you'll see the reaction video, but we can talk about it now. We can pontificate. It's my word of the day. I've used it like 100 times.
I'm starting to hate that fucking word.
I'm good. So maybe you can pontificate
I was
over
going to
that
say
word.
maybe I can pontificate about it.
And your hatred for it.
Maybe I can pontificate while I'm wiping my ass.
You said it wrong. It's not pontificate. It's pontificate.
Whatever.
Don't you psych me. Don't you dare say I've heard it both ways either, because I left you open for it and you missed it.
I don't give a fuck. I hate that word. I'll say it wrong if I want. Here, and I'll even say this word wrong. Phantom.
Phantom?
Instead of phantom.
It's fathom.
Fathom, whatever.
You said it wrong when you were trying to say it right. English, Paul.
Coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
You're dyslexic. You get merds mixed up. I totally understand.
Not on that, but I got the same education as you did.
High school?
Yeah.
Yep.
Only difference is
explains a lot, doesn't it, folks?
Only you chose to read a little bit more than I did.
Bro, I read StarCraft books in comment sections on YouTube. I don't read
things.
But yeah, so we watched the Red Velvet Psycho video.
Yeah, you were telling me.
We had a rare conflicting opinion on it. Usually we're like, we either both hate it or we both like it.
Yeah.
But there's a few times where we're both like, I like it and he hates it. And that was that time.
This was one of those times, yeah. I didn't like it. I still don't like it. You were over there singing it.
Psycho.
I literally.
Psycho. It's just catchy.
I literally told your ass to shut the fuck up. Because I didn't like it. The best part was the chorus. The rest of the song was shit.
See, what else? See, I really like the vibe of the video. I like the color scheme. I think what you didn't like was
that it wasn't Mongols.
No,
singing
the Who.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you had that. You didn't like that. You didn't like that 8-bit Nintendo arcade arpeggio that was over it.
It came in at the randomest time.
I didn't. I only noticed it in the
It
beginning.
made me
didn't
feel like
notice
I just lost to a boss battle.
Yeah.
I had like flashbacks to when I was getting my ass kicked in fucking like the X-Men game or something like that.
It sounded like a really twinkly version of when Mario would go down the pipe. Yeah, it wasn't like boop 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 boop, but it was like it was real tinkly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't like it.
Like when I hear that sound, I think of somebody spilling sparkles everywhere.
By the way, I think you're wrong on your password. That's why it's not connecting.
It's definitely my password.
Nope.
It's definitely my password. It's the only password I use.
It said that it isn't correct.
I don't know what to tell you then, bro. Just have it sit there and pretend like you're looking at
That's
shit.
what I'll do.
And just be like, let me look it up. Nope, we are factually correct.
I know because my Google said so. Fuck your Google. My Google's right.
Yep. There's a bunch of different Googles, man. Just ask China. So what exactly is it about the song that you didn't like? Like, is it just the vibe of it? Like, you just didn't dig it? It just was a boring song? Or was there something specific that... Because sometimes there are specific things in songs where you're just like, no, fuck this song.
I think maybe I was expecting more.
Ah, okay. You're a pretty big Red Velvet fan.
Yeah. Like, I think especially after hearing the Simpson Alabama or whatever.
Sims Alabama.
Yeah, that fucking song.
Worship of the Devil music there.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I really hated that one. And I was really hoping that, all right, they're going to come back good. You know, it's one of those things where, like, all right, we're going to just release a dud. So that way everyone's like, oh, and then this next one, it'll be that much greater.
Sims Alabama has 63 million views.
Doesn't mean that it's all good.
No, it does not. But it does mean that a lot of people watched
shit.
it and they made a lot of money off of it.
Yeah, well, it's fucking trash.
It's trash.
Oompa
Oompa was better. Fight me in the comments. Oompa was better.
I don't know. I just...
Oompa.
I really just wanted a better song.
You know what it is about Red Velvet, too? Aside from a love-hate relationship that literally everybody talks about, I don't vibe with any of the members in, like, a meaningful way.
Okay.
Will you stop fucking with the damn computer?
Man.
Give him shit in the comments, everybody.
You can give me shit all the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. Say what you said again.
I don't vibe with any of the members in Red Velvet. Like, I really like Joy, but she's never made a bias list.
That's because I think you enjoy saying her name.
I do love yelling the name Joy.
Like,
but I also think she's very pretty.
I feel like that could be your own
and she's
word.
Like my favorite member in the group. She's also got a great voice. But aside from that, like, I don't vibe with Red Velvet as a group the way I do with, like, Cosmic Girls. You know what I mean? Like, when Cosmic Girls drops a video, I get giddy. I turn into a 15-year-old kid. When Red Velvet drops a video, it's like, all right, I'll go check it out.
I think we've watched a video with Red Velvet, with Defcon and Donnie, and I think we have.
Talking about Weekly Idol?
Weekly Idol,
okay.
Yeah. And I honestly think that when we watched it, we didn't care to watch it.
No, we did.
Not as much as we did with, like, when we watched Mamamoo.
No, because
definitely Cosmic Girls.
That's a different level, though.
Yeah.
That's next level.
But I think that's what you're seeking.
What I find interesting about Red Velvet, though, is that they people hated them when they first came out. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Like, I know you don't really follow the group that much, but I
also don't really follow drama that much either.
Well, there was like a universal, you wouldn't say universal, but there was a lot of people that hated them. They called them like the SM Flop Girl Group or something like that for years. Yeah. And it's funny because I like their earlier stuff, like Ice Cream Cake and shit.
Yeah, me too.
And I love their stuff, like the Velvet side of them, like the sultry R&B stuff they used to do with, like, the chair dancing. I love that shit.
I used to like Ice Cream Cake because they said ice cream cake. Like, it's food. Why wouldn't I fucking like it?
Yeah, they people used to hate them, and I don't know at what point it switched over, though. I know I almost wonder if it happened when they added Yurin, the fifth, because they only used to be a 4-member group, and then they added, I think her name, not Yurin. What the fuck is her name? Yuri? I think her name is Yuri. I don't know. The blonde.
I'm not good with names. You're better with names than I am.
I always thought she was like a weird addition, but I started watching a lot of the, like, their behind the scenes stuff, the reality show and stuff like that. Because one, Irene is hysterical. If you ever watched her, Bro, she's unpredictable. Like, you never know what the heifer's gonna do. Like, sometimes she just meme mugs people. She always she makes dudes
the
feel
word heifer.
Yeah,
Even though she's not a heifer.
No, she's very pretty, but like she makes dudes really uncomfortable and like will call people on their bullshit in like this really stone cold face way. It's extremely awkward and uncomfortable to watch, and I love it.
I want to see videos of this now.
But that new member they had, like, why can't I remember her name right now? Urine or whatever. But she's like hysterical. She's really funny. Like individually, I like the members, but as a group, meh. I don't know what it is. It's just
funny. That's how I feel about that last song.
Yeah,
meh.
I like the last song, but I guess that's where we differ on opinion.
Well, fuck you. I'm right.
Wow, you sound like Twitter. Should I go get
Only the Twitter mob is going to hate me.
Go get you that pink wig, and you could be Linda. You could be new and improved Linda XL.
No, are you kidding me? Twitter ain't on my side. They want me to love it, and I don't.
You are everything Twitter hates.
Yeah,
you are
I legitimately am.
You're a moldy old egg.
Thinking I'll go suck a dick.
Piece of shit white man. I hate you so much for being white and being born with things you can't control. But somehow that's not racist.
And yet I love it. Politics. So.
Oh, you had things. That's right.
You said that she fell. Wendy?
Oh, yeah.
Wendy fell.
That was
hardcore.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast version of K-pop rants. Yeah. So I don't know the exact story, but they were doing rehearsals for the SBS Into Your Show thing that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they were supposed to be guiding her with flashlights down the stairs, and then there was something with the actual stage that wasn't properly set up, and she took a quote 2.5 meter fall right on her face, and she damaged her face somehow, and she also like fractured or broke her hip and a couple other injuries.
So I just want to say I'm not laughing because of what happened.
It sounds like you are.
No, I'm laughing because in my head, the motherfucker who was holding the flashlight probably got hit with the case of the runs and was in back taking a shit, and he heard the commotion, was just like, I have failed my one job. Like he's taking
all I had to do was shine a fucking light.
Like he's sitting there with a flashlight on his chest while he's dropping the duke. He's just like, oh.
That's where your mind went?
Because, like, no joke, like, if I was that dude with the flashlight, I would be like, sweet, I get the flashlight, and escort her down the stairs. And I know, like, I'd be like, fuck, now I have to take a shit.
Oh, I had the bad kimchi.
And it's going to be one of those shits that you can't control. Run backstage. And, of course, it would happen, like, of course she would fall. Of course there would be a gap between the stage and the stairs. It's like that guy is going to catch so much shit for not being there.
He's fired. His career's over. He's probably getting sued for negligence.
He will never get to hold a flashlight again.
No, yeah, his career.
He couldn't even flag down the airplane.
They're going to strip his right to hold flashlight.
He couldn't even direct people in the baggage lane. Excuse me, sir. We heard about what you did to Wendy. Please hand over your flashlights.
But it's sad because I think, you fuck a hip up. Bro,
dude,
ask my grandma. It's like 6 months, 8 months of recovery minimum, plus all kinds of physical therapy, depending on how bad it was and where it was.
Well, what really sucks is after that, then it's not so much like the initial recovery stage. Like, she'll do fine. She's young and healthy and everything like that. It's what's going to happen to her down the road. The scar tissue,
arthritis.
Eventually, arthritis will set in,
depending on where it was. Yeah,
and that's when the pain really is going to set in.
Yeah,
and she's going to be like, "Fuck."
Yep. Especially since her career kind of depends upon her being able to dance.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what happened to Heechul. Heechul got into that car accident and fucked his leg up or something, and ever since then, like, he will not dance as much. He has his limitations. He didn't do their comeback because he was still in pain from all that shit. So,
oh really?
Yeah, it'll mess you up.
That sucks. Poor guy.
Powerful. Need my legs to walk this week, I guess.
Hey man, I feel it. Like, people not being able to walk. I busted my ankle and shit. I'm still fucked. I actually think I'm going to have surgery on it.
Did you?
I'm going to have to.
Tell them what happened? Remember we talked about that?
I don't think anybody knows what happened.
Well, now they're.
I think they just know that I'm injured if they've watched any of the other videos.
I think we should tell them the story
and stuff.
Because the story is hysterical,
dude. It's so pathetic.
It's fucking awesome.
It's such a. It's like an old person injury, like, oh, I fell down some stairs and
You
I
rolled
broke
your
my
ankle walking down your stairs at your apartment.
At my mom's. I was leaving her place. It's even worse. Like, and it's not even big stairs. That's what sucks. There was probably like 5 total. It was ridiculous. But no, I was working both those jobs, doing like 75 plus hours a week. And I went over to my mom's house after work one day. And as I was leaving to go to my truck, this is where having big feet sucks.
Oh hell yeah! I have to walk down to an angle when I go downstairs. I wear a size 16, and it ain't happening.
On the balls of your feet.
Yeah.
And so, dude, I think it was honestly just like a combination of me being tired and fucking uncoordinated. I caught the very edge of the one step, rolled my ankle, smashed it down, took the next step, caught myself with the other leg, but it was that next one. I skipped the rest of the stairs, landed with my left foot while it was still rolled in, and that's what did all the damage.
But you have to tell them the after story, Paul.
Oh, the after story was I was lying there on the concrete outside looking up at the beautiful stars, and some asshole had to say, man, it would suck if it started raining right now.
But
and you want to know what happened?
Wait, the paramedic guy that lives next door.
Oh, I'll get to that stuff. Because he came out after it started raining on my big ass lying out the car.
You got all them strangers out there holding blankets.
There was a bunch of people, my mom's neighbors, all holding this blanket over me, and I'm like, I don't know if y'all understand how cotton works. It is not a waterproof material. So all I was doing is collecting a pool. It's just dripping down on my big ass.
Your big beach whale ass at the bottom of the stairs.
So, then my mom's one neighbor, really nice guy. At first, I wanted to get up and move. And normally, I cannot talk myself, like, to people, especially when it comes to anatomy, about why I'm okay and why I can do what I'm going to do. Well, he just happens to be a firefighter paramedic. He beat me.
Yeah.
Sucked. He's like one of that old, like those old guys who just impart wisdom upon you.
Gotcha.
He put his hand on my shoulder and he's like, son.
He gave you the son.
I was just like,
oh shit, he put you in your place before you even said anything.
While I was like shivering in the cold water and like hurting, I was just like, fuck. I'm not going to have any again. And literally, he was just like, I was young and stupid once too. But if you did some serious damage and you get up, you'll make it worse. And he just kept his hand on my shoulder the entire time, giving me that deep hard stare like, I've seen shit.
He's talking you down from a ledge, basically.
So I was like, all right, call the fucking ambulance. So then ambulance comes, and the one guy, fucking when he comes down to help me, which leg is it? And as he comes down, he hits the leg that's injured. It's like, you motherfucker.
I didn't know that part.
The one leg was straight. My other one was bent up. It's like, which leg do you think it is? It's the one that's straight and not moving. Not supporting anything. Oh, man. I felt so bad. And then what was funny is they had 2 of these paramedics and then the one guy. So the other 2 were female. And they were like, we'll help you up. We'll pick you up. I was just like, look, I appreciate what y'all are about to try and do, but I can guarantee you that if you go to pick my fat ass up, you're just going to do more damage to myself and you. Like, all I saw was them trying to pick me up and then dropping my big ass. So I literally had to like push them off. I was like,
yeah,
look, let me just do what I need to do to get up. I can get up. No, we'll help you. I was like, seriously, get the fuck away from me. So I got myself onto the gurney, and they strapped me in and did all that other happy horse shit. Get me over to the ambulance, and I was like, all right, wait a minute. How the fuck are you guys getting me in here? Oh, there's a lift. And I was like, dear God, please tell me this lift. Please tell me this lift doesn't have a weight rating. Oh, it's going to break. Like, all I saw was like sparks going, that kind of shit. It picked me up pretty good. I was impressed. I was like, whoever made that was a good engineer right there.
I can tell you from my time when I was going to be a firefighter. I did the EMT class and everything, and I did my rig time on the ambulance. They tell you can't tell this to the general public, but the number one thing all firefighters and paramedics hate more than anything else:
fat people,
and alcoholics, because they cause the most problems. Like, I'd rather get puked on than have to lift a fat person into the back of this rig, because there's so many injuries, and almost all of them come from fat people being lifted into the rig.
I wasn't gonna let him pick me up. I know how big I am. I ain't stupid.
No.
Funny part is when we got to the hospital, they wanted to do the gurney exchange. All right, so we're just gonna pick you up. I'm like, no, you ain't.
I'll just roll over.
No, you ain't. I had them back that gurney up. I was like, I'll stand and I'll move myself. No, seriously, we have to do it. I'm like, seriously, you're not dropping my big ass. Just move it away a little bit. Let me get up. I have one good leg. I know I'm fat as fuck, but this leg is a sturdy one. I can do this. Like, I don't know if they're used to like the morbidly obese, like people who really can't do that stuff, but like, seriously, I'm capable. It was a fun night, man. It was a wild ride. You should have been there. That's
going to suck. You have to have surgery, though.
It is what it is, man.
Because Lauren's 90-pound ass is not going to be able to help you.
Oh, man, that's the worst part is after the surgery, it's 6 weeks non-weight bearing.
That sucks.
Like, no weight
You're going to get one of them knee scooters?
Dude, I hope so.
Dude, I want
if I do, I'm going to find the closest hill to me.
Get a little ping, ping, Bella.
You know that's how we used to play chicken back in the day?
Hell yeah.
Find that one U-shaped hill, like, all right, it's on. Ping, ping. Are my cards secure? Hell yeah. What this asshole don't know is I just got new pegs. That knurling's tough as hell.
That knurling?
The knurling and the pegs, you know?
The knurling and the pegs.
Dude, that fresh knurling? Rip some skin off if you're not careful.
So... Back on K-pop topics really quick before people start hating in the comments. I do have some. We just watched a couple videos earlier that I thought would be interesting to talk about. So
we came into this with absolutely fucking nothing, and then the internet didn't work.
It's true.
So
you get what you get. Welcome to K-pop for life. Enjoy the free fucking content. Unless you're a patron, then thank you. But no. So we were watching the new 2020 prediction videos with the terrible dub over voices.
Oh my god!
And there's also the ones that you've seen before with the robot English guy voices that I fucking hate.
You were telling me about that one.
It's a software, like I think it's on a Mac. You can do it. I'm not sure where else you can get it, but basically you type everything you want to say, and then it just reads it in a robot voice.
I would prefer that over the one chick that I heard.
You wouldn't if you
No,
heard
man, like the saliva slapping talk. I hate that shit. It sounds like she's got cud in her mouth while she's talking.
What the fuck is cud?
It's what cows eat.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
It was disgusting.
But the reason I bring it up is because there is a huge influx in this last 2019 of these like new K-pop YouTube channels. Because K-pop itself is super fucking oversaturated.
I just saw the other day when I was because I'm making a top 20 list of the good and bad and shit. And while I was doing that, I came across people who don't even do K-pop stuff doing reaction videos to K-pop because it's a fad and they're riding the waves and like, oh, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. Oh my god, let's stroke the K-pop dick. That's exactly what they do.
Yeah, and it's never the groups that are like, oh, who's Lime Soda? It's like, we're gonna react to BTS. I've never heard them before. Bullshit, you haven't heard of BTS before.
Dude,
have you been to Walmart? Because they play them on the fucking radio there.
Walmart, you can find them at Barnes & Noble. Like, dude, no joke. They're fucking everywhere now.
They're so fucking fake and phony, man. All these, there's so many YouTube channels that have sprung up that are reaction channels that just, and they're reaction channels. And the ones that react to everything, I'm fine with. I have no problem with that. The ones that suddenly only react to K-pop because it gets a lot of views and because it's like, first off, let's just call it like it is. Most of the time, if you have two black guys reacting to a K-pop video, one day they were reacting to Big Bang's Fuck It. Like 89,000 views in a day. Because that is just something that I guess Koreans want to see. They because, you know, black people are considered cool, and they are much fucking cooler than most people with just sort of, and their impression, I think their impressions on like things that are hip-hop related have a little more weight than like two fat white guys. You know what I mean? But I mean, if it's Bubba Sparks, you know, we can talk to Bubba Sparks. Little booty rocking everywhere. A little Paul Wall.
What it do, baby?
It's Iceman Paul Wall. I got my mouth looking something like a disco ball.
I got these diamonds in the ice out here and said,
I might cause a cold front if I take a deep
breath.
But
I miss grills, man.
it's funny though because you hear a lot of this drama on YouTube about
I hate drama.
About YouTube,
It's so stupid.
about the algorithm itself, like promoting. Even they said they did it. There's they're purposely promoting certain races over other races for content to try to make YouTube more diverse. And I gotta tell you, I don't see it. So I don't. You see a lot of YouTube channels that like bitch about that kind of stuff. But like if you go check out my guy Black Star vs. Nerd, you've talked to him before.
I haven't talked to him, but I've read some of the comments.
Yeah, he's got his own YouTube channel, and he's one of the few like honest reaction channels where he straight up won't like something, and the algorithm just won't give him a fucking break. Like I think he's at like 2,000 or 3,000 subs in like 3 or 4 years. It just will. Hayes Gang Reacts. Another shout out to both of them. Go check out their channels. He's been trying hard as fuck. He reacts to everything. Like his ass will wake up at 5 a.m. and he will be the first person to put a video out. It pops up in my feed, and he's like, "Yo, man, I just woke up. I paint my nails black and I'm goth now." You need to take that off, bro. But
don't tell him how to live his life.
He's really cool, and
you do you, boo boo.
He's like Dominican or something too, so he's not getting anything either. So I'm wondering what it is that YouTube's looking for, and then I look at videos where there's like 15-year-olds who don't record themselves on video, which I don't like because they talk extra shit, but you can't see them. So there's this anonymity that they hide behind.
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, Pimpin', I know you got a camera because you're talking on your phone right now probably and just putting it on you're uploading it straight from your phone. So, because it'll say Power Director when they throw all this stuff together, and they shit talk other channels. They do all this kind of stuff, which I have no problem with. I think it's part of the YouTube culture. I find it funny. But I don't like it when people don't show their faces, and I don't like it when they don't record their voices. To me, it's like it's a bitch move.
Like the recording the voices, I wish they would do, but
I don't like it. I don't like when they don't show their faces. Now, if it's a voiceover video and that's the purpose of it, like Internet Nathan does the What Happened To's or whatever, that's like more informational. That's fine. But when it's like
watching a documentary,
when it's those fucking videos that will pull up the latest current event and they talk trash about whatever's going on, or they do this like when. We could talk about the Sorn thing in this particular instance. She had that picture. Did you see that? Did you see the video I did about it?
No.
So Sorn from CLC, she's Thai. She's with her Thai friends.
Yeah.
She took a picture of herself, and one of them was wearing a black guy mask.
Okay.
Right? And immediately, Twitter canceled her and went ape shit. And there's all these videos on YouTube, to bring it back to my point, of like, is Sorn racist? And instead of putting themselves on camera or trying to like, they all claim they're black, but I haven't seen no faces. I ain't seen no skin. So how do I know you're not just fucking virtue signaling? You know what I mean? Like there's this big blank spot. I'm not saying they're not, but it's like, if you're going to make a video saying I'm black and Sorn's racist, like, well, I don't see your face. You have your fucking avatar is a picture of June Cook. But like you don't really have a lot of credibility when you do that to me. Like I got obviously it's YouTube and I don't have to watch the videos, so do whatever you want to do. Yeah. But to me, if you're going to talk shit, at least have the balls to put yourself on camera. And the reason they don't do it is because they know damn well them and people like them will go onto that site, take snippets of shit out of context just like they do to me and just like they've done to you on their channel in the past, put it up on Twitter, and then call you racist or homophobic or what the fuck ever they want to do based on whatever ideology they're trying to pass.
Yeah.
This out on you! This out on your cow!